Could one book rewrite the rules of society and revolutionize the way we think about freedom? The social contract did just that, and it shook the foundations of nations. Jean-Jacques Rousseau's The Social Contract isn't just philosophy. It's a revolutionary manifesto that inspired the French Revolution and challenged monarchies worldwide. But here's the twist. Rousseau argues that true freedom isn't about breaking rules. It's about willingly obeying laws you create yourself. How does that work? Rousseau's bold idea redefines government, liberty, and equality, making it one of the most important works in political philosophy. In the next 8 minutes, we'll dive into Rousseau's radical ideas, unpack its key arguments, and explore why the social contract still resonates in today's world of political unrest. Let's explore the timeless wisdom of this groundbreaking work. Rousseau begins by posing a question that feels eternal. Why do we live in a society where so many are oppressed while others thrive? He challenges the notion that power justifies authority, famously writing, "Man is born free, and everywhere he is in chains." Natural freedom, Rousseau explains, is lost the moment individuals form societies. To regain freedom, humanity needs a new kind of agreement. A social contract where individuals unite to form a collective body governed by a general will. He critiques the idea of divine right and hereditary rule, calling them tools of oppression. Instead, Rousseau argues for a radical rethinking of governance, one where legitimate authority stems from collective agreement, not force or tradition. The foundation is simple, yet profound. True freedom comes when people voluntarily obey laws they have had a hand in creating. The general will and sovereignty. Rousseau begins by posing a question that feels eternal. Why do we live in a society where so many are oppressed while others thrive? He challenges the notion that power justifies authority, famously writing, "Man is born free, and everywhere he is in chains." Natural freedom, Rousseau explains, is lost the moment individuals form societies. To regain freedom, humanity needs a new kind of agreement. A social contract where individuals unite to form a collective body governed by a general will. He critiques the idea of divine right and hereditary rule, calling them tools of oppression. Instead, Rousseau argues for a radical rethinking of governance, one where legitimate authority stems from collective agreement, not force or tradition. The foundation is simple yet profound. True freedom comes when people voluntarily obey laws they have had a hand in creating. Liberty through law. Rousseau flips traditional notions of liberty on their head. For him, true freedom isn't doing whatever you want. It's living under laws you've helped create. In this way, laws become liberating rather than oppressive. He likens this to a symphony. Just as musicians follow a shared score to create harmony, citizens follow shared laws to achieve order and justice. This leads Rousseau to propose a model of direct democracy, where every citizen has a voice in crafting laws. While this idea feels idealistic, Rousseau acknowledges its challenges, especially in large, complex societies. He advocates for small states as the ideal setting for such a system, but remains hopeful that principles of the social contract can inspire reform even in sprawling nations. Challenges and misinterpretations. Not everyone welcomed Rousseau's ideas. Critics argued that his concept of the general will could be twisted into tyranny, allowing rulers to justify oppression in the name of collective good. Rousseau himself recognized this danger, cautioning that the general will must always reflect genuine public interest, not the ambitions of a few. Additionally, Rousseau's call for equality clashed with entrenched hierarchies of wealth and privilege. Yet insistence on civic responsibility and moral governance struck a chord, particularly with revolutionaries who sought to topple oppressive regimes. By advocating for a government rooted in mutual respect and shared values, Rousseau planted the seeds for modern democracies. The legacy of the social contract. Rousseau's ideas didn't just stay on paper, they ignited revolutions. The French Revolution echoed his cries for liberty, equality, and fraternity. Leaders like Robespierre drew directly from Rousseau's call for a society based on the general will. Beyond politics, Rousseau's emphasis on individual dignity and collective responsibility has shaped debates on human rights, education, and environmental justice. Yet, the text remains controversial. Its idealism inspires hope but also raises questions about practicality. Can true equality exist in an unequal world? Is it possible to balance individual freedom with collective responsibility? These tensions make the social contract a living document, constantly reinterpreted in the face of new challenges. Analysis and modern relevance. At its core, the social contract is a radical call for equality, freedom, and shared responsibility. Its principles resonate in modern debates about democracy, climate change, and social justice. Rousseau's vision of a society where laws reflect collective good rather than individual greed feels as urgent today as it did in the 18th century. But Rousseau also leaves us with tough questions. Can the general will truly represent everyone? How do we prevent the misuse of collective power? And perhaps most importantly, are we ready to embrace the responsibility that freedom demands? These are the challenges that keep the social contract relevant. A reminder that freedom isn't a gift, but a commitment we renew every day. Rousseau's The Social Contract remains one of the most influential works of political philosophy, offering timeless insights into the nature of freedom and governance. Whether you agree with his ideas or question their practicality, there's no denying their power to provoke thought and inspire change. If you enjoyed this dive into Rousseau's revolutionary ideas, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to 8-Minute Masterpieces, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What's your take on Rousseau's vision of freedom? Let's discuss.